Hi, my name is Jennifer Trammell. I'm a visual artist, designer, inventor, and founder of MycoElegy, Mycelium Caskets for green burial. There's a multi-billion-dollar market for green burial options, but a current lack of a sustainable material that can be sculpted to celebrate the life and individual personality of someone we love who's departed. And that is what I'm here to talk to you about. But first, I'd like to introduce myself a little bit and how I came to shift my focus from painting to mycelium-based design. I started experimenting with cast mycelium in 2019 in order to replace the wood panels and stretcher bars that I had always used to make my paintings. I, like so many others, was living in a perpetual state of anxiety about the environment, and I was doing everything that I could do in a big city to minimize my use of wood-based products, including the materials that I use to make my art. And I made lots of mycelium artworks, including the pieces behind me, and many more, which I'll show you in just a few minutes, so you can see the exciting potential of cast mycelium, not only as an art material, but also as a practical solution to much bigger problems. During the lockdown, I realized that mycelium could be used to replace wood in lots of products, and some of the 5 million acres of trees harvested for building caskets was obviously, in the supply chain crisis caused by COVID, the right place to start. So I got busy, and in May of 2023, I was granted United States Utility Patent 11638-671, Mycelium Caskets for green burial. I also did some market research to show how using mycelium to grow caskets would not only be beneficial to the environment, but lucrative as well. So stick with me for a few minutes and I'll share that with you. An increasing number of people are interested in green burial options, but current offerings on the market can be problematic in practical, ceremonial, aesthetic, and even environmental ways. 1.8 million caskets are made from wood and/or steel in the United States each year. Just to illustrate how much lumber I'm actually talking about, an area of forest roughly the size of New Jersey, about 5 million acres, is harvested annually for building caskets for the United States market alone. And that's a pretty foolish use of trees given that they play such a profound role in CO2 drawdown. Cast mycelium offers a solution. Mycelium is the root system of mushrooms and acts as an excellent binder when mixed with straw or hemp. That mixture can be molded into virtually any shape, and it grows to fill the mold in under a week. The result is a strong, lightweight, biodegradable material that is quite lovely in its natural state, but it can also be sealed with beeswax and then finished with gold leaf and/or non-toxic paints if desired. I've also made pendants and pearls, which will one day be a part of our keepsake collection. I know these images are going by pretty fast, so I've added a 2-minute slideshow at the end of this video for a more relaxed viewing. Also, it would help us tremendously if you like, follow, and share this channel, so please help us spread the word. The global sustainable casket and coffin market was valued at $2.3 billion in 2021 and is projected to reach $30.6 billion by 2031, growing at a compound annual growth rate of 4.5%. I can't really say much more without expert analysis, so at this point, the serviceable, available, and serviceable, obtainable markets are known unknowns. But I'm sure that somewhere in the space between $2.3 and $3.6 billion, there's room for MycoElegy. Green burial products, including reed baskets, shrouds, softwood coffins, and compressed cardboard, are currently being made by competitors including Batesville Casket Company, Matthews Aurora Funeral Solutions, Titan Casket, Passages International, Intera, and the Natural Burial Company. The most relevant competing company in terms of product offerings is a company in the Netherlands called Loop Biotech. Loop is already in production on mycelium caskets, and with 26 employees, they grow 500 caskets per month, with an annual revenue of $4 million reported in 2023. The National Funeral Directors Association anticipates that cremation, which releases CO2 and a list of carcinogens and toxins into the environment, may increasingly become the option of choice, due not only to the expense of the casket itself, but the expense of the burial plot. Unfortunately, that makes cremation our biggest competitor, green or not. MycoElegy could offset the expense of cemetery costs by partnering with communities and environmental organizations to create conservation cemeteries nationwide, especially in areas threatened by soil erosion, deforestation, pesticides, and other carbon-based pollutants, as well as providing a more affordable casket. The focus since securing the patent has been on partnerships, scalability, and team building. I've been in correspondence with Ecovative Design, the company that perfected the science and technology of cultivating mycelium as a casting material, and they are willing to partner with MycoElegy under certain conditions related to scalability. The first is outsourcing the grow trays, and the second is buying an Ecovative franchise in order to grow the caskets and other products in our own foundry. Ecovative's franchise agreement may take a few more months to complete, so they strongly recommended that I use this time to have a prototype made and photographed for national media release. I've gotten estimates on outsourcing the very first grow tray prototype for a standard size casket with a lid that is designed in such a way as to act as a frame for decorative personalized inlay panels, or as we will call them, elegy panels. And I've outlined a plan for producing enough products and providing enough services to make MycoElegy a profitable company fairly quickly. Getting the prototype made can be accomplished in about 3 months. What we can potentially accomplish in 3 years includes expanding our offerings beyond MycoElegy's simple casket design and personalized decorative elegy panels with pet caskets, urns, mycelium embedded shrouds, memorial objects, and keepsake jewelry. A 3-year timeline, including setting up a MycoElegy pilot foundry, funding and landmark goals, funeral liaison services, community conservation cemetery initiatives, and return on investment is in the link section following this video. So if you'd like more information, scroll down and click, or reach out to info@mycoelegy.com. The MycoElegy team has 2 new members who've committed their expertise to seeing MycoElegy through the next stage and beyond. Sarah Czar has come on board as co-founder, chief strategist, and director of business development. Lily Sage Weinreeb, licensed funeral director, has taken on the role of product consultant and director of funerary liaison services. And I, of course, will be responsible for design, product development, and overall company vision. It's important to get things moving ahead in order to maintain rights as a patent holder, position MycoElegy as a leader in the market, and let's face it, time is of the essence if we want to prevent CO2 emissions from reaching catastrophic levels. So if you or anyone you know would be interested in further discussion about mycelium caskets for green burial, have suggestions or resources that you can share, or think that MycoElegy might be a good fit for your portfolio, please reach out to info@mycoelegy.com and let's start the conversation. Also, please check out the slideshow of mycelium artworks, objects, and jewelry in the links below. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon.